Hey, and we're back. Hey everybody, Pac-Vim, Sal Cavallini. How's everything going with y'all? Hope everything's going alright. I'm still actually kind of getting ready, so I'm gonna need like probably like another minute or two, so don't mind me. Hope everyone's been doing well though. Honestly, there's not really much for me to say between last night's stream and now, except big plans, big plans. Yeah, today hopefully we can ketchaku tsukeru, if we can settle things out and finish things today. That would be nice, but you know, I'm ready to go as long as it requires, you know. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Just 1 second. Alright, I'm pretty much back. Alright, how about we kick off this shiny hunt? Still haven't changed my outfit. I was thinking about changing my outfit, but maybe it's not time yet. Alright, first reset. Let me make sure I got everything ready. Counter is good. What's been good? Hammer's been really good in Monster Hunter Rise. I haven't really had I mainly got some sleep, and I watched a little bit of Corone's Saga Frontier stream earlier. It's been a while since I watched a Corone stream, so it was nice, because, you know, she's always been an inspiration. Alright, 1451. And well, you know, just her putting in long hours marathoning video games is always fun. And you know, something that I wanted to do myself, so the fact that I'm able to do that now, pretty much, is pretty great. So yeah, I feel like I've made it in a way. So in some way I've managed to get closer to Corone. Or at least like I guess some of the things Corone can do. Besides that, I'm not really sure. I have Pathfinder later. Pathfinder's like a tabletop RP. I play an oracle in that. Kind of summoning focused, but kind of all around plus summoning. She's a time oracle, and time is pretty good, and it allows you to do like the mystery time of the oracles, because oracles basically have like a different mystery, and it gives them like different powers basically. And my oracle's mystery is time, and it offers some like really good, interesting powers, like the ability to teleport short distances, which came in really handy when, like, you know, we all got trapped by black tentacles, and I teleported like me and two other people out directly into the boss, like last time and stuff. How far are you in the Pathfinder campaign, and how's your character been? We're like in book 3, I think. I think we're in book 3. I'm not really sure. I haven't. I think we're in book 3. I don't think we're in book 3. It's either book 3 or book 4. It's probably book 3, I think. Carrion Crown after like the beast stuff. Yeah, I'm playing. I don't know. My character's been going pretty well. Oh man, I saw a video of someone else doing shiny hunting on the original diamond. They had 13,000 resets. That's a little scary to think about, isn't it? Like 13,000 resets, like that's like almost 10 times like what I've done so far, so it's like almost 10 times what I've done. So wait. Yeah, like let's try not to think about it. It's still, but yeah, that's a lot. I did see another person get it in like 300 something, so. I mean, RNG be RNG, you know? It can go pretty much anywhere. It really depends on the whims. I mean, honestly, like I'd say like my RNG lately has been pretty decently good. Like I pulled Beelzebub and Granblue off the Scamcha. And yeah, that was like an 11% chance. And Beelzebub is like, man, it's so ridiculous how strong they made that thing. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I have it 4-starred and max leveled, and actually Guild Wars is going on right now. If I was being a responsible Guild Wars Granblue player, tier A person, I would be farming meat right now. Probably. Actually, I have to think about strike time. I don't remember when our strike time is. Oh, it's actually in the evening, actually. Oh, I might be able to. The responsible thing for me regarding GW would be not playing it. Yeah, that's fair. I see that as the responsible thing for many people. But I am not like many people. I have a responsibility to the effort and emotion I invested in being happy that I got Beelzebub. and I need to put that into playing. And I'll enjoy it, you know. It'll be a nice change of pace because, you know, if I get back into it for a little bit, so. I mean, honestly, like it highly depends on how this shiny thing goes, because, you know, if I'm still farming the shiny like all 4 days of Guild Wars, you know, then I mean, let's hope this Endless 8 ends today, so I don't. But yeah, like I'm gonna be doing 4 days of Guild Wars, and like I'm probably not gonna do like a ton of meat or honors, honestly. It's not really like I wasn't really planning on it, and I didn't really spend time like improving stuff from on my dark grid from last time, really. So the biggest change is like Beelzebub. But I mean my dark grid before was still like good enough to do decently well, you know, like I did a couple 100 million honors or so the last time. I don't know, something along those lines. Not like close to 1 million, probably like a quarter, or not close to 1 billion, probably like a quarter billion, you know. Yeah, sorry, it's billion. I still want to put in like, I don't know, like it's odd because for a lot of people like Guild Wars is the thing they like the least about Granblue, and for me it's like one of the things that kind of keeps me like interested and still in the game, because it's like it's a place to kind of fully exercise and stretch out all the stuff you've been preparing for on your grids, in addition to being like a fun marathon thing that you can do. That's like an endurance marathon challenge for yourself. And you also have a bunch of other people suffering with you, so you get the camaraderie there. Like I don't really come around or hang out in my guild's like Discord or channel, except for around like Guild Wars. Really, I'll come around because it's nice to just, you know, do that with other people. Like you can't divorce the social aspect from it, because if it was just me completely to myself and no one knew that I played Granblue, I don't know if I would still like do it, you know? Because, you know, there's definitely like I mean, I might still challenge myself, but like, you know, there is a certain like motivation that's generated by the social side of things, you know? That you can't really get away from. It's not the only aspect of its enjoyment. It's just one of them, but you know, it definitely tips the scales, I think. Cause yeah, I wanna hold on a second. Let me drink. All right. Do you talk to any of your crewmates? Yeah, one or two. I know one or two, like in as friends outside of that. At least one or two. Plus, like, you know, I'm actually like pretty close to, you know, not to like not to like everybody, but you know, I talk to them like during Guild Wars. It's it's not that like I wouldn't talk to them otherwise. It's just I'm usually so busy, and like it's a lot of emotional. It takes a lot of like exertion to like hang out around. For me, it's like I can't just like come around randomly. Sometimes I don't know. I feel like it's more of a exertion for me than for others. To just like come around once in a while, because like I feel like I have to like, if I'm gonna like start coming around, then I gotta at least like put in like so much. I have to at least put in like so much work, in maintaining that connection, or just like like enjoying things. I end up like investing in it a little bit. Oops. Oh yeah, something kind of interesting happened. That Matrix, like speaking of like minimal investiture in communities, right? I'll tell you a little bit about my exploits on Reddit, which is not much. I've posted a little bit in the virtual YouTubers subreddit, mainly, I think. But like, that Matrix meme I made, or not Matrix, but like the Monster Hunter Matrix meme I made, the I know Kung Fu. Like, I spent a decent amount of time on it, and I thought it was good, and I thought it was funny, and like, regardless of if you knew me or if it was like VTuber related or anything like that, so I just thought like, oh, I'm gonna share it with people. I'm not gonna feel bad about sharing it with people because it doesn't really matter. It's me. It could be any face, right? So I shared it with the various people, and I'm like, oh, where else can I share it? That people would laugh, Where would be the most people that appreciate it? I'm like, oh, well, what about Monster Hunter Reddit, I guess. And I'm like, well, and then I went and I posted it, and I just kind of forgot about it for a minute. And then like, I heard from my friend like, oh, I saw your post on Reddit, and I'm like, what? I hadn't talked to this friend in a while, he was just like, oh yeah, I was surprised. I was just like browsing Reddit, and then I saw like, I was like, I recognize that rat. Cause he saw my meme, and I was like, oh, and then I go look, and it has like over 300 something like upvotes, and I'm like, oh, that's like the most upvoted thing I've ever posted on social media. Pretty much, I think, ever. I'm like, okay. That's pretty cool, And then, I showed a couple people, like, hey, check this out, I posted it on Reddit, and so, you know, people appreciate it. And there were a bunch of comments, like, everyone's, like, talking about, like, you know, various experiences with learning the weapons, you know, typical stuff, like, when people bring up a Monster Hunter joke, right? But then, like, I realized that, a little bit later, it got, like, removed from the moderators. I'm like, oh, then, it must have been, like, yeah, I was a little sad, but, like, there was, like, someone that commented that was like, this is obviously just VTuber self-promotion. And like, someone else commented, like, but I don't care. but, yeah, that person commented, and enough people probably agreed. Like, it had, like, 90% upvotes, I think, or something like that. So, like, most people got a kick out of it. I guess some people saw it as self-promotion, but I didn't really see it as that. But also, like, to get back to the whole, like, social obligation, I had already, in the past, like, thought about the possibility, like, this, I didn't, like, that didn't completely escape me, you know, I thought, like, oh, it is possible this could be construed as self-promotion still, but I convinced myself that it was probably fine, because it could be any face. I could replace my face with the rage face, it didn't matter, you know, or like a, you know, like a dumb meme face, it didn't really matter. So I was like, okay, I'll do it, and so I thought about it, but I was still a little, like, miffed about that. What was it? Where did I want to go from that? Oh, but yeah, the social obligation with so, like, I did see, like, in the rules, it was like self-promo posts must be made on, like, a 1-to-5 ratio, like 1 self-promo for every 5 posts. And I'm like, okay. Then I looked at that, I'm like, okay, well, then I'll just have to make, like, 5 posts, you know, that aren't, like, or that they're just, like, comments or stuff, I guess, obviously, you know. I mean, I don't think just upvotes count. That would, I don't understand how they would count that, so I don't think upvotes count, yeah. So like, what's the way to put it? Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, I'll make comments, but, like, I guess I got removed before that. I was just like, the thing is that, like, you know, even before I had, like, filed away the thought of, like, this could be construed as self-promotion, even though I don't think it will be, and it'll probably be fine, but, you know, I still want to, like, hang out a little bit in the Monster Hunter forum, or in the Monster Hunter Reddit, and, like, you know, comment, and you know, just interact, right? Like how they want, like, oh shit. Oh no, Azelf imprisoned me. Does that mean I'm in prison to, like, more grinding? This rat knows Kung Fu. You should link to it. I don't want to link to it. It's okay. Here, hold on. I mean, it's on my Twitter, but I don't want to link the... It's already been removed, so... Best to let it be. I might still, like, spend time around the Manhan Reddit, but... Oh shit. I might still spend time around the Manhan Reddit, but, like, I don't know. I am a little bit sad that that happened. Okay, I think I clicked it a little early, and... Yeah, that's not something I'm gonna worry about right now. Yeah, I was a little bit. Yeah, I was a little bit miffed, and just like just the idea that like just. I mean, I know people think of it as like, oh, it's a performance role, It's like, when you do stuff around, it's like self promotion, but it's like, that's still kind of dumb to me because it's like to me it's still like my face, in a way. So it's like, I don't know, just the fact that alone, when there's nothing else, like just the fact that my username has my face, and the meme also had like that's enough to damn you. You know what I mean? Like that's just too much. Like, yeah, I get you don't want to like construe, like you want people to just like stealthily self-promote everywhere, but still it's still annoying being on the end of it, whereas just like I just wanted to share. I mean, my consolation is that ultimately I just wanted to share the meme with other hunters that would appreciate it, and since it got over 300 upvotes, that means over 300 people saw it and appreciated it, so that's still a victory, and you can't take that away, even if you remove the post after. So, in the end, it doesn't really matter. It just means that it was like clamped down on before it got spread any farther, but it still reached some people, so that's cool. I don't know how else I would make it reach out more to just more hunters. That's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, unless like I purposely made it so that it didn't involve me, but I feel like that's kind of going out of my way and dumb. Like, when it's a meme about my experiences with Monster Hunter, like, man, this is quite something to get a little bit annoyed about. $14.75. Yeah, so I'm not sure how long we're gonna go on today. It's possible we go on for a little while, or it is possible that we have a relatively short time since we did farm a little bit since we did grind a little bit extra. Hold on. Since we did grind a little bit extra before, and since like I have like other stuff, like I was thinking, like, if I have, like, if I wanted to take the longest break I could while not if I want to take the longest break I could while still like streaming every day, then like I think the longest would probably be like streaming, this block but for only for like 2 or 3 hours, and then not streaming again until the next day is like evening, So that puts like a full like that puts like a day and a half, So your post got hunted, unfortunately. I guess that's one way to put it. Cause the person who said something like had Mume in their name, I think, or like a VTuber, but like so like it was obvious they're like into V. I mean, how else would they know? Like, because I think most people just didn't even just got that it was like some, some anime girl's face or something, that is meant to represent a face for the purposes of the meme, like. Check out that silence. Radio silence on air, or on stream, isn't it great? Yeah, so if I want to have like as long of a break as possible, I can do from like, I can just stream like tomorrow night, which I might do. I'm not sure if I'll do an afternoon stream tomorrow. There's a good chance I probably will, but I probably will want to because like, it's like, okay, I have the freedom to do whatever I want and to relax or whatever. It's like, typically one of the things I want to do is to, relax and play some games for a while. And the easiest way to motivate myself to do that is stream. So oftentimes even when I don't want to stream, I'll stream. Or not, oftentimes even when I like don't intend on streaming, I'll still end up wanting to stream. Oh shit. Damn it. I lulled myself into a false sense of security. Shit. Alright, we're I need to fix something real quick. Alright, people can probably guess what it is that I messed up. Specifically, I didn't change the day in the bottom left. It still said Azelf Hunt Day 7. Yeah, and so I needed to change it to day 8. The problem is, it's like, I don't want to create them in advance, because I don't want to, like, bank on having to do more than, the next one and hopefully get it on the next one. so like I have to make them each time, and like, you know, last time I made one in advance, but because I made one in advance last time, I forgot this time because that's, you know, I didn't do that last time, so why would I have to do it this time? So like, you know what I mean? So I didn't make one for 2 days. I just made one like right after the stream for the next day. Oh shit. Alright, let's put this full screen. Yeah, if there are any lurkers, you know, that come in, just feel free to say hi or make any sort of comment. I mean, you don't have to. But it is appreciated. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, see, I might, I got a bunch of, like, stuff I need to work on, and I'm probably, like, I don't know, I want to play some Monster Hunter, and also I have Guild Wars stuff, like, even though I'm not gonna, like, really break my back over it, I still wanna put in a good amount of effort into Guild Wars, you know? Because I wanna, you know, stretch my current dark capabilities, you know? Yeah, I realize I feel like I might not be like as happy a VTuber as some people. Well, like I feel like I'm happy a lot, but like I mean like I feel like maybe this is talking too much about meta but like just the fact that like I don't know, looking at the different expression capabilities, and you know, some VTubers are always smiling, and I distinctly like am neutral in my neutral face, you know? Like yeah, I mean, I'm just very like, and I think a lot of VTubers can't actually do that because their mouth is always like at least a little smiling, unless they're like specifically using a frowning expression, you know, like. Same time, you can't really get angry. I mean, yeah, I can get a little miffed, but that's actually fitting because I don't get angry very much, you know? So like it's yeah. I can get like a little angry. I can get kind of I don't know. I can because I can be like you know, if I need to. See, I can glare at you if I have to. I just don't. That was like scolding. Damn. I need to adjust some things. Let's see, at 1500, I think we'll, oh, I'm good with not having, I don't really have to take a break for a little while. But hey, welcome Lord Eski. And, yeah, I need to figure out more intense, well, I mean, honestly, like, I don't really get angry like that, so. I'm trying to think. Now I'm trying to think, like, how best do I express my anger? Dang, I got a lot to do. I got so much to do. I got so much to do. That's why I'm like, I'm really looking forward to and hopeful I can end this Endless 8 today, cause there's like so much I want to do and get done, you know. There's a lot of stuff I want to work on for both like VTubing and outside of VTubing. And like right now I feel like the big thing taking up like attention and command of things is like the shiny hunt, cause I have to do it at least once a day, you know. So everything else has to kind of shift around it, but once this is done and out of the way, then like it's kind of like, you know, being at the gates and then the gates open, you know, and then you can just, there's just a bunch of stuff I want to just dive right into, and it's just like, it's hard to do because I'm in the middle of this shiny hunt, but like if the shiny hunt was over, then it'd be like, you know. I mean, I'm not like really seriously complaining. I mean, I do want the shiny, right, as soon as possible. I mean, that's understandable, but like, I'm serious though. I'm ready to do what it takes. I don't want to have to prove it necessarily. I hopefully, just from everything else about me, you can get an idea as to how likely I am to carry out those sorts of threats. But hopefully it won't spoil you on Pokemon. I don't think that's possible. Like, Pokemon already spoiled me on Pokemon. This is only unspoiling me from Pokemon. Like, if I got spoiled, if I started coming out of Pokemon before I even started doing a shiny hunt, and part of the coming back into the game is doing a shiny hunt, I'm obviously like fucked in the head, you know? So like the serious grind is like what is what attracts me, and like not even like the other stuff like the quality of life and all. I don't know. I apologize to anyone who's like me, who took that saying I'm fucked in my head personally, but you know, no offense. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about if I messed up in the head. How about Fubuki? Fubuki is like on a level beyond. Like if I'm currently like let's say at whatchamacallit, let's say at the end of the year and doing the challenge, the Sellen challenge. Let's say that was getting like SSJ2. Like Fubuki is like SSGSS. She's like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Or maybe she's just Ultra Instinct, honestly. Like, I mean, she's... Well, I don't know. We'll save Ultra Instinct because that just enables you to go even farther. And I think Fubuki is capable of even more than what she's done, so I don't think she's at her limit yet. So yeah, I think she still has a way to go. So SSGSS, Super Saiyan Blue, it'd be like that. In terms of like messed up in the head levels is like SSJ2 versus. So like I guess that's me just saying she's really fucked in the head. Don't take it that way. You know. I mean, like, it's more than that. It's just in general, like, how how I regard it, in tier list wise. Yeah, like, thanks to the extra 50 that I farmed, like, yesterday, like, if I get to... I'll be able to get to 1600 in not too long, I think. She friend-zoned her entire community, then shiny hunted a Magikarp to beat the game with it. She's a living Chad meme. Yeah, I mean, you know that frickin', that comic where, like, there's that person that had a Magikarp and just started, like, beating people with it? Like, and just using it as a bludgeon? That's Fubuki right there. Like, she's living the dream. The person I look up to is a fox girl that uses Magikarps to beat up gym leaders. It uses a shiny Magikarp that took her like 27 days of farming on the air, making them. I mean, she probably. I think in terms of record, she probably was like what the most amount of money earned from doing a shiny hunt. She might win the prize on that. If you count like 27 days worth of super chats and just how much, you know, just whatever, but like, yeah, that's definitely the highest paid shiny hunt, because typically people do it for like no money or negative money, right? So that's like a living Chad meme, like taking something that like people do for no money or negative money and like making a shit ton of money. I think that's pretty neat. But like, hey, you know, I'm happy that she can do all these cool things and people appreciate her for it, and I'd like to be close to that cool one day. So yes, I would also like to be close to a living Chad meme. But in my own way, you know. I'm not trying to necessarily like fully copy Fubuki or like just be like a clone of her or anything, but like, you know, I do take inspiration from her, and the great things that she does like inspires me to also like do great things. $14.99. Yeah, she friend zoned her entire community. That's so awesome. Like, and that's another thing I like about Fubuki is like she's like one of the biggest people railing against kind of like the negative some of the negative aspects of like Hololive and being wrapped up in idol culture, like the separation of males and females sort of thing, and the idol, like how people like, you know, like their idol, they don't like to imagine their idols interacting with like males or other stuff, you know, like that sort of 1500. But like Fubuki's like done a bunch of collabs with like all the Hollow Stars and his and songs with them, and does like all the in friend zones, you know, like she has a clear idea of what VTuber means for her, and it's not the type of VTuber that like some people want her to be, but it is a great type of VTuber, you know. Like, and that's pretty great to be in like that position, and to also just like, you know, not take shit, and to be able to still do things the way you want. Idol culture is toxic. Prefer Hololive as an entertainment company rather than an idol agency. Yeah, I suppose that's one way to think of it, as an entertainment company or idol agency versus an idol agency. I guess there's two ways to look at it. Like, is it Hololive? Is it making a version of an idol agency that doesn't have the negatives of an idol agency, or should it just be considered like something completely different, or, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, I do think idol culture is pretty like, there is definitely like a toxic element to it. How strong and prevalent that is? I feel like see, that's the thing. I feel like Fubuki is one of the people that have been railing against the aspects of VTuber culture that are more like idol culture, you know? Even though she's in Hololive, and Hololive wanting to like, imagine if like the talents were mostly okay with just being like treated like idols, you know? Like, and the fans going out of control and, you know, other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if they just like were neutral, or like even encouraged it a little. Like, it'd be a completely different environment, right? But no, because like you have people like Fubuki and, you know, Coco and other people, and Hachama, and, you know, people willing to go outside the box and do what, and instead do what they see as what a VTuber does, you know? Hey, welcome, Racklad. We're having some talks about what a VTuber we ended up getting into sort of deep topics, I guess. But yeah, welcome to the stream. There's about an hour of VOD to catch up on, but hey, it's, I mean, sort of interesting talks. I don't remember what we talked about, but it was interesting. I think there's some silence. But yeah, no, I was just talking about how like Fubuki and Coco and the like kind of railing against the idol agency aspect, the toxic aspects of like the segregation of males and females and what else? The whole like parasocial thing, you know, how friend zoning your entire community and Fubuki doing that and you know other stuff like just like cases where it's like, you know, if they were neutral or slightly in favor of being like treated like how idols are typically treated in Japan, then things would be very different than how it is now. Because of people like Fubuki and Hachama and Coco, like you have you know, like people willing to do things differently and not just ascribe to the molds that, you know, the higher ups and the agencies, corporations try to pour you into, you know. Silence is preferable to violence? Violence? Oh, are you saying because I'm not like getting all mad and stuff? Because isn't it getting the shiny? I mean, yeah, there's been some silence in some of the previous. Oh yeah, I was also talking to I might do like a relatively short session and just have like, you know, up to a day and a half off before I pick up like tomorrow night with, you know, Shiny Hunt if I have to or something else. We'll see how it goes. Like everything is still up in the air and I got a lot of plans that I've also put in motion that I'm just waiting on this to be done to move forward. I do think that VTubers have a fun angle to have different relations with their audiences compared to traditional idols. Yeah, I do definitely think, I mean, it is definitely like a much different relationship with different ways to communicate and interact and also just ways of like, you know, I don't know how idols actually operate in Japan or something, but like I don't think it's nearly as immersive and involved as like regular streams and that sort of content, you know. But yeah, like one of the things I want to do, like one of the things I can talk about is I want to take some time like besides like stream stuff, like maybe scale back my stream schedule a little bit and use that extra time to work on stuff like outside, like clips and stuff. I guess I should be making like clips on the go, but like, man, it's hard to make clips for me because there's just so much, I don't know, so much to cut down and a lot to potentially clip, you know? And I'm kind of a perfectionist, so it's like, yeah. If I think something's just okay, I won't want to post it. So it has to be at least like great for me. Or at least really good. Or at least pretty good, I guess, if I'm not very good at the thing in question. Yeah, like I might just play a little bit of Monster Hunter. on my own, you know? Like get the gathering quests and stuff like that out of the way, and you know, we might pick up with Monster Hunter either like tomorrow night or Monday. It also makes you have to look at what people like about you and spotlight it. Yeah, that's true. Although honestly, like, anything could be something that people like about you, really. Just looking at all the different types of, even just entertainers and stuff that succeed, there's all different types of people, you know? So honestly, it's not even so much necessarily, you have to look at what people like about you, you just have to find things that are prominent enough to feature. And, I mean, ideally, it's like things that people like about you, but it doesn't even have to be something people like about you. It can be something that something is neutral, or just an aspect of you, you know, and you can still spotlight it, and that'll still provide something meaningful, you know? Possibly, right? Like some of the aspects like of my character design and other stuff, like and things that I spotlight, like I don't know if other people some of those things I don't know if other people like those things, you know. But I would still spotlight it anyway, you know. Yeah, since I did a 50, I did a buffer of 50 yesterday, so we'll get to 1600 a lot sooner than we would before. I guess 25% sooner, so. Not saying I will necessarily keep on going, but you know, it's an option. I am kind of tired, so it's like, a little bit of rest wouldn't be bad, you know? Also, just a chance to like play Mon Hunt on my own and stuff. Yeah, Pokemon Legends are what? How do you say it? Arceus, or entertainers often need multiple things. How each looks game they play. But action that can be seen at a glance keep people hooked. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I'm not like fully aware I mean, there's no way for me to be fully aware what like certain people like. I can only like have a guess or have a theory as to what some people might like, and maybe push that angle if I want to, you know. But yeah, the way that Monsters in My Pocket Folktales Arc Zeus. I don't know, like I haven't really like spent too much effort trying to play games specifically that would appeal to people. It's more been games that I want to play and I like, and I mean it, like, to me, like, it doesn't have to be something that appeals to people, because I mean part of the fun is showing people something they haven't necessarily seen before, and either discovering the appeal together, or you know, showing like for example us going through Inscription, you know, like I didn't get into it because it apparently got really popular, right? But like, you know, I got into it because I knew I'd like it, and I feel like, you know, I feel like even people that's not normally the type of game they'd play or be into, like, could still appreciate the experience of like going through it, just because I was into it so much, you know. Just seeing someone that you like or someone that you're like interested in, like, be really into something is interesting to see. I mean, as someone who's gone to like, you know, over like 30 cons, like, trust me, I know, like, it's, or at least I this is how I feel, like, it's interesting to see people that are like really into things, you know, as opposed to people that are just kind of shallow and lukewarm about everything, you know. I'd take someone who's very enthusiastic about something than someone who's like doesn't really have anything they're really into, you know. VTubers have a really interesting dynamic. To me, it's like a fun asymmetrical game with their audiences. Yeah, that's one way to see it. I mean, I feel like it's like it's cool because it's like a social situation that would have been very difficult to exist in the past, and with normal friend groups and friend group dynamics, if not in like a entertainment or other context, you know, because there's a very personal connection, but at the same time there's like certain things that are expected of the audience and of the VTuber that like are not typical of what's expected of like friend groups, you know, like, yeah, I mean, like, if one friend shows like someone else like a lot of stuff, like, oh, showing video games played and talking about stuff involving their life and all this stuff, typically there's an expectation that it's returned, but that expectation is not necessarily there, or, you know, doesn't have to exist. It can be like one way in that regard, while the other regard it can be like, I don't know, it's a little weird. I don't know if I can explain it well. It's just like a different social situation that, and like it, and it makes it easier because like there's less expectations on either side for certain things that would make things complicated, you know. Like if I had to give equal attention to every viewer, you know, everyone in chat, and or like, but like equal to the attention that they've given me, you know, like, which you can imagine with, I mean, maybe with a few people that's possible, but like when you get to enough people, that's gonna be like, you know, you're pulled like there's a certain like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess it's like the difference between like, I don't know. This doesn't make sense like physics-wise or electricity-wise, but like the difference between like batteries strung together and like a light shining out, you know? I don't know if that's the good way to I mean, if you just look at the difference, if you just look at and think about the differences between like the VTuber viewer relationship and, you know, a normal friend on equal footing relationship, you know, you can see the differences in healthy versions of either. There can certainly be unhealthy versions of either, yeah, but you know, I wouldn't say that's even the norm, or, you know. Welcome, Mr. Nobody. A little weird, but whatever. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get to like 1600 today, I think, and Then from there, might take the long break until tomorrow night. I definitely won't stream tonight. That's the thing you can guarantee. Like, I'm not... I have, like, Pathfinder and stuff, so I'm not gonna stream tonight, you know? Oh shit, hold on a second. I'm very interested in how audiences work. As in, what are they exactly? What are they not? What they do? So forth and so on. Yeah, I mean, I guess... I don't know, that's, I'm trying to think what would be the field that would be the best capture the study of audiences. I mean, obviously it's in the social sciences, so I should know which it would apply to. I mean, you can look at it from a psychological, sociological, anthropological perspective. Honestly, linguistic anthropology might be good. Depending on what aspects you're looking at. Cultural anthropology can even like offer some insight, because you can look at like different cultures and the sort of situations that audiences crop up and how they compare, and you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. Like a cross-cultural exploration is probably pretty good. Nietzsche's reflections on Greek theater was my basis on asking that. Greek theater. I guess, I don't know, philosophy. We're going pretty deep with this, yeah. I mean, that's, I don't know if, let me think. Actually, sociology might be able to, hold on. Actually, look into sociology. Sociology is probably what you're looking for. Since that specifically studies like you know, society and social relationships, as opposed to psychology, which is mainly focused on the mind, which can involve social relationships, but like, you know, see, the thing is that there's a lot of different like crossover things. Like there's psychology, there's sociology, there's social psychology, right? What's social psychology and how's that different from sociology? Well, you see, while sociology might be more focused on like the stuff like, for example, the audience, and the construct of the audience and how it applies, you know, in society and as a whole, you know, across societies. while psychology would be more interested in like how are audiences, social psychology might be more interested in like how are audiences represented in the brain, or how do like human minds handle the perception of audiences, or you know what I mean, like there are different avenues that you can like explore the idea of like what is an audience. I saw a rat meme, I don't know what it means, so I'm gonna ask a fellow rat. Oh yeah? That meme is a joke that, that meme is just a joke that, rats like to... the urban legend of, like, rats in the deep fryer at KFC, I think, which, I don't know, might be an urban legend, might not be, you know, it depends on who you ask. It's the idea of that. So, like, the idea of, like, oh, a rat, when seeing a fucking deep fryer at KFC, it was just like, fuck yeah, jump in. Like, it's just that. There was a piece of chicken somebody claimed was a deep fried rat until it was proven to be chicken. It's like, wow, you're so familiar with deep fried rat. And that makes perfect sense as to why that happened, yeah. Audiences persist outside of the play. It's like living organisms, they develop and grow outside of where they expected. What does that turn into? Yeah, I'd look into sociology would be good. Anthropology might help as well. I think rats are smarter than that. I mean, yeah, rats are definitely smarter than just jumping into a deep fryer usually, but... I mean, there'd be no reason to jump... I mean, unless, like, there was a specific reason, like, if you pushed one in, like, you know, but, I didn't think we'd be talking about deep frying rats. Yeah, social sciences were pretty cool. Like, honestly, see, when I discovered social sciences and just the full range of it, it was kind of difficult to decide where to focus on, you know? Because I took my intro to psych and I knew, like, holy crap, psych is amazing. I want to study psychology, right? And then it gradually opened up to, like, linguistics and other stuff, because I've always been interested in languages, too. But yeah, I'd always been interested in psychology, so it's like... There's so many different subjects, you know? What do I study? Because, and then, like, in my first year, I took a variety of courses, you know, like social psych, cognitive psych, you know, etc. Variety of psych courses. And I had to decide between them, and, like, there's a few options I liked. Like, I liked perception, I liked social psych, I liked cognitive psych. I didn't like IO psych or which is like business psychology, basically. Industrial organizational psychology. It's one of the higher paying, like, more lucrative potentials of like psych related jobs. IO psychologists, you know. But I was more interested in stuff like cognitive psych, talking about like the actual like workings and the structures of the mind and social psych, how it relates to like, you know, each other, and humans as a social, you know, construct and being, and then perception, which is, you know, like how we take in everything from our environment and process it and perceive it, you know, like I always thought like that always spoke to my interest in like optical illusions and just illusions in general. So it's like, yeah. I dig that. My main focus has been philosophy and psychology. Crossover alone is fascinating. Yeah, see, I didn't delve as much into the philosophy stuff except for on my own and more later on, you know. But psychology, yeah, like honestly, like I was big on crossover. Like one of the things that was my big draw was that I was big on interdisciplinary stuff, you know. Like, yeah, the crossing points of like, you know, psychology, sociology, anthropology, linguistics. I wanted to like integrate all of those things and grand unified theory of social science. That was kind of like my my vision, but I got diverted into VTubing. That's okay. Yeah, the optical illusion, the eye books, Magic Eye. Yeah, I used to like those books, but I used to like the other kinds of like illusions and stuff, you know. That's just one of them, and honestly, I figured out two ways to do it. There's a frontwards way and a backwards way to do it. It depends on how you cross your eyes, because you can cross your eyes two different ways. It's the difference between it's the difference between the images looking 3D, like popping out, or like inverted, like as holes in the it's really weird. The type that makes holes, you kind of have to like tense your eyes, and then it involves like tensing your eyes, while the other way around that they want you to do with the magic eye involves kind of just like focusing on a different place and relaxing your eye. Honestly, preferable because I met you. Aww. I mean, it's preferable for me too, because I met all of you. And I got to do VTubing, and honestly, I can't imagine. Like, I wouldn't wanna, sometimes I live in fear of, like, what would happen if I get, like, Mandela affected into, like, a different universe where, like, a bunch of stuff didn't happen that, like, that were, like, really important to my development. And there's so many things where like just the slightest difference would be like huge difference, you know. Like it's so easy to believe in the idea of a butterfly effect because I can look at how big the butterfly effect would be in just like my own life. Like if I didn't go to that one place, if I didn't meet that one person, if I didn't get into that one thing at this one day, you know. Like interesting how much the sight is just the brain's interpretation rather than what's used to regularly. Like how orange and brown look so distinct while brown is just orange with context. Yeah, color perception is just like, I mean, honestly, like that's, see, linguistic relativity is kind of like one of my big things I wanted to focus on, like the interplay of perceptions of reality versus one's language and how it can differ across languages, you know? Like that stuff was my jam, basically. Yeah, I was involved in some big shit. But hey, I'm here now and I'm playing Pokemon and doing a shiny hunt. Liberal, yeah. Yeah, but typically, like, I feel like at least the decent people I've encountered in the scientific fields don't really try to apply those positions to it, or looking at it from more an academic standpoint, you know. It's just interesting to me, not because it aims to solve, but to ask more questions. Fair enough. There's never a shortage of questions to ask, though. Because the more you answer, the more questions you make. Come on, shiny Azelf. I need you. I really need you right now. I got so much stuff I need to do. If I get you, I will be very happy. I'll celebrate. Probably pass out. And then I'll get to work. Since I got so much I have to do. Come on, we gotta charge our energies, cause I want to get it before 1600. Come on. Oh, that's what I'll probably do. Take a shower and then, yeah. Nice warm soak. Side note, I got some more cards in to tune up my EDH deck. A lot of fun getting back to Commander. Yeah? That's cool. I hear, like, yeah, people... Oh no, I'm sure Magic is doing decent right now. I don't know how... I haven't paid attention to Magic in, like, over a month, probably. I told you I'd get out of it again. It never... I mean, but hey, if I decide to go back, I have, like, a bajillion wild cards and probably a bunch of crystals I can use for drafts, so... Whatever. If I ever feel like drafting more, you know, it'll be there, so it's nice. But I'm glad that you've gotten back into it. It's, and having fun with it, most importantly. Commander is cool. Like, I honestly, like... Man, it felt like a lot of work to, like, make a good commander deck that I'd be happy with, so I never got, like, super into it, really. I never made, like, a full commander deck, because... I don't know. Also, because I'm more of a competitive player, and you know, EDH Commander is very like obviously casual focus, but also because I'm a limited player, so I don't even like do solid investment depending on what you want to do. Some really fun gimmicks you can do that I'm using just on their own. Yeah? Mojang made a game somewhat inspired by magic. What called Scrolls? Moving away from Mojang, those called Caller's Bane. It's a CCG. I don't mind getting into another like card battler. Like Tainted Grail was alright. I like the gameplay more than the style. The style's kind of a drag, honestly. Like, I mean, it was cool in some respects, but at the same time, like, the overly dark drab thing as a main theme doesn't really grab me very much. Part of the reason why I didn't really like Batman growing up, because I was like, man, why don't they ever fucking do anything during the day? I mean, I love night, right? But at the same time, it's like, what the fuck? Why is it never daytime in Gotham? What is wrong with this town? I guess it's a city, not a town, but... let's see here. Let's get it on this one. No. I showed my friend a card called Zergo Helm Smasher. A Mardu commander that's indestructible on your turn. So you just run 30 plus board wipes. It's just goofy. It's really funny and on average less than $15. What color is Mardu? Mardu is red. I forgot what... Red, white, black. Okay. I like Abzan a lot because I was always a fan of the white, green, black that also known as PT Junk back in the day. I was a fan of that deck and that deck style that ran like Pernicious Deed and stuff, you know. Pernicious Deed and Gerard's Verdict was like one of the decks that I remember, and I was like, oh, I don't know, I liked it. I feel like when I was younger, I liked discard a fair bit. I remember one of my first decks that actually had like a theme was like I made a Megrim deck. So like, you know, Megrim, which is like 2 and a black, enchantment whenever an opponent discards a card, it deals 2 damage to them. So that, combined with discard effects, combined with stuff that helps everyone draw cards like Howling Mine, so they have more stuff to discard. Like, that's basically the whole... It wasn't very good. I was very, very casual back then, but like... That was what I tried to do. Yeah, see, I like red. That's the thing. Like, it's Magic is so hard for me to choose a favorite color because I like so many different stuff in Magic. Like, different color combinations appeal to me in different ways. Like, you know, I love Abzan, but like I love red and blue. You know, and Jeskai is really cool too. And like, you know, like they all have their own flavors and stuff. And it's just cool that the game is that like in depth. But that's also why it's kind of like fatiguing after a while and why I get out of it, I think. It's very easy to invest a lot of energy into it, but I either have to ramp up more and more or I have to start backing out, and I ended up backing out instead of ramping up more and more. VTubing is something where I've just been ramping up more and more, so... Yeah, I don't know anything about the Commander Carador. I haven't seen any commanders, so... Oh, I need to make more coffee, too. What was I gonna do? He's 5 green, white, black. You cost 1 less for each creature card in your graveyard. You can cast a single creature card from your graveyard on your turn. Oh, okay. Interesting. $15.50. $33 lands and 5 non-creatures. The rest, his cost reduction applies to commander text, really? Oh, that's pretty interesting then. So theoretically, you could have him play for like a long time, huh? Or like you can keep playing him for a while, like if you just get increasingly more creatures in your graveyard. Although I guess that's particularly weak to graveyard hate, though. I've entered the Kumiko zone. Due to what? No, if they want me to enter the Kumiko zone, then I'm gonna have to break out the... special stuff. The Hirokumi Special Reserve. Figured out a way in a single turn to bring each exiled card back into my deck. Oh. That's cool. I mean, I think Commander like is definitely cool and has a lot of potential to be fun. Why am I just like a no fun that just doesn't want to just jump in and I don't know. I guess everyone has different challenges they want to get into, huh? Let's see. Yeah, I just want this to be over so I can start other stuff, really. I mean, I guess I don't have to. Like, I might have to just try to do all of it, and maybe, you know, because I'm sure Fubuki had to deal with the fact that she was doing this for 20. I mean, honestly, if I'm doing this as a tribute to Fubuki, then I should be able to do at least as much as I'm thinking about doing. Because I mean, obviously she also had a lot on her plate in addition to just the shiny farming. I mean, she was doing other streams and probably had other projects on the side going on, and you know, other stuff. Being busy, hollow she is. So I'd imagine she was having a pretty hard time too, at parts. But that's why I have to... I just like finding stuff I can do, and Commander's just my preferred format, yeah. I feel like for someone that seems to be so chaos inclined like you, for Commander seems especially good too. With all the one-ofs, you know. I do like that, honestly, like... If, you know what, I would love to play Commander if it was like... If I could draft Commander, or like if I could draft Commander decks and like play, I don't know, like something. I would love playing Commander because, but like I don't really want to build a Commander deck, and I want to use fun Commander decks. I don't necessarily want to build a fun Commander deck. It would be like maybe like a pet project one day. I'll decide. Who knows? Maybe it'll be like, you know, one day I'll build my first, one day I'll build a Gunpla, or one day I'll build a Commander deck, you know. Like, a Commander deck is not something I can just, like, on an evening just be like, I'm gonna start a Commander deck. And then just start it. And just work on it a little bit here and there. I can't do that. I just can't. It's not the type of person I am. Like, if I'm gonna undergo, it's an undertaking to decide to do something like make a Commander deck, and I will, you know. Like, I guess I get, that's not completely true. Like, you know, if I was already playing Magic, I might like see cards and be like, this might be good for a Commander deck, and maybe set them aside, stuff like that. Well, I'm already doing stuff, but I can't just like half-heartedly just be like, I'm gonna make a Commander deck, I guess. Let me see. Oh, this is good. I'll just do this. You know, I can't really do that. I have to be like, okay, making Commander deck. What are the available Commander decks are there? What's my budget? How much how much should I expect to spend? How much do I want to spend? Who am I going to play against? What's the meta? I get into all of that. Just like I kind of yeah. But importantly, I mean, I do get into all that, but the important things are specifically like, okay, what deck do I build, and how do I determine that, and what's my budget? Like, those are, I guess, the important things. Like, I would have to figure it out, and I feel like a lot of the time would be spent just exploring all the different possible commander decks and deciding which one I like, and then finding the right balance of like cards I have and cost to build and fun seeming of the deck, and then maybe figure out if I can actually play against people. I could always play against Misha. Misha has commander decks. But see, it's annoying playing against Misha because Misha doesn't have, arms or hands, so I have to manipulate the cards. Well, that's not entirely true. There's trickery involved, but Misha's not really very into Magic, but like he'll play me if snakes can use their mouths and bodies to manipulate things. That is true, yeah. My position in that has been, what's not inside of my playgroup? What are some concepts that are untouched? See, that's the issue. I don't have a playgroup. Like, see, if I wanted to build a commander deck, like, ideally you have people that you'd think about playing against. I mean, that's why I got into Pokemon again, because there's the prospects of people, if not to play with directly, at least people that also like Pokemon that I can talk with and hang out and interact with. But but with Magic, it's like I don't really know anyone in person. I don't really talk to anyone in person anymore who actually like plays Magic like regularly or even like occasionally. I've kind of grown separate from like my previous Magic connects. I still love how the music is in this. I get that I stumbled into one of the past here about 6 years away from MTG. Yeah? That's pretty cool. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff I'm busy with in my life that I'm not really worried about, like trying to find Magic groups. That's kind of pretty far from my mind right now. Especially with all the other stuff I want to get involved in and interested in. Not to say that I would never get into Magic again or even get really into Magic. It's just, it'd probably be in the context of VTubing for most likely, so it probably wouldn't involve like actual collecting real cards, you know? I don't know, I guess there might be there's Commander on Arena, I think. I could maybe build like a brawl deck or something. We're almost at 2 hours. We'll see how I feel at 1600, but you know, I think I think there's a good chance that I just I stop when we hit 1600 encounters. If we get there. Let's see if the endless hate is over. Cause yeah, I don't really want that's still 47 away. I guess it's a little bit a ways, huh? We'll see. Maybe we'll get to just 75. How long does this loop take, I wonder? Obviously I'm inefficient, but I should time it. Yeah. I mean, there's also a chance that I just end it early and I just plan on having like a little bit extra session or not, you know, either way. I mean, my main thing is I want to stream more than 2 hours. Beyond that is bonus, really. I think this is fine as is, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, so. And that'll give me like the rest of Saturday before Pathfinder to rest up, and then tomorrow, yeah, we'll probably have a stream like at 11 tomorrow night. Yeah, and if I can't finish the shiny hunt, then I can at least like scale back my pace. You know, I don't have to do it as fast as 200 a day. So I could even slow down from that. And that'll give me more time for other stuff. That's one option. If I'm trying to go for the long haul, you know. I have to consider what I'm gonna do about Teardown, because I feel like I want to give it another chance. Even though it's possible that it made me feel a little weird. Because I did finish all through part 1, and it'd be sad if I had to like stop or something. So we might try, you know, we might be able to get through it like a little bit at a time or something. Possibly. Or maybe if I change the settings, I don't know, figure out something. we'll get through it. It's just, it's not like a immediate priority right now. I'm still thinking about the possibility of playing it for a little while on my own and just seeing if I get like sick feeling, you know? Because I've never really had motion sickness or like that sort of thing, so it is a little weird. All right, let's do a few more and then I think we'll stop. Maybe let's stop at 1575. Figure out the issue's cause. I mean, it might just be like a coincidence, you know? There's a chance. Oh, let me write something down. Alright, just a few more. Come on, Ellis 8. Or maybe we should end on 8. 78. Well, then it's like, well, why not go to 88? So it's 88. Chaotic and me does like the random 8. Why not end at 8888? Oh geez, please no. Oh no, I don't want to get that high if I can help it. I mean, I love getting high, but not like that kind of high. Not 8888 high. We're gonna stop at 1,578. Although I did a chart reading, I don't think I'm getting anything. We'll see. Tarot could be lying to me to troll me. does that sometimes. Not very often, but it's obvious when it... Yeah. Alright, 3 more. Sorry, I'm not being very interesting right now. Look, I can make facial expressions. I do love these doodles. Yeah. I'm glad. I do like some of them. They're pretty... Some of them turned out better than I thought, and you know, using some of them as just like clip art is fun. Alright, one more. I think my favorite is the coughing just peeking. The Ekans over there is just peeking, but that Ekans is kind of weird. It is the least cute of the Pokemon I haven't. Yes. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Endless 8? Is it Endless 8 or is it not Endless 8? We're actually gonna get it. Well, that's all for today. Sorry for the short session and being kind of like zoned out at the end there. Yeah, we'll probably reconvene tomorrow night. Maybe during the day if I feel like playing some Monster Hunter, and might as well stream possibly. So we'll see. We'll see. But probably tomorrow night, I would say, for sure. So yeah, that's basically the plan, and then yeah, we'll see how long this shiny hunt takes. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Lord Azuki, Rackland, Pac Vim, Sella Cavallini, everyone else. Thank you. And yeah, take care. Have a good day. Oh, thank you as well, Dancing Monkeys. And take care.